Hello guys, I am S3D and this is going to be a review on the Bandai Gunpla Master Grade 1/100 scale Shenlong Gundam EW, also known as the version from Endless Worlds, Glory of the Loser. This is a redesign by Hajime Kotoki, based on the colors and somewhat loosely based on the appearance of the original Shenlong Gundam from the TV anime series. So anyway, yeah, so if you want to know more about that, you guys should go Google Hajime Kotoki, Shenlong Gundam, or Endless Wolf redesign and stuff like that. Okay, so anyway, this model kit was released in 2011, making it close to €9 at this point. Retail price for this kit anywhere between 35 to 40 US dollars, depends on where you get it, of course. If you can find these at stores like Barnes & Noble at GameStop when they have like crazy 50% discounts, I would definitely recommend jumping on it. This is actually one Wing Gundam kit, Wing Gundam Master Grade from the EW line that really doesn't have any significant issues. It doesn't have parts falling off. Well, maybe. Some of these armor parts on these Dragon Fang could come off. You can actually just glue it down if you want to, but compared to the rest of the line, you know, the heavy arms, the Sandrock, the Death Size, and the Wing, pretty much nothing really fall apart on this kit from a straight build standpoint. So, you know, if you do mess around with it a lot, you know, you can actually get some parts to fall off if you're trying to, you know, if you're doing it on purpose. But, you know, if you're just like touching and fiddling around with it, it should mostly be okay. And I'm using an Action Base 5. This is actually designed for high grades, but it's fine on this kit because, you know, the Wing Gundam Gundams from the Wing Gundam TV series or the anime series or manga, they're smaller than your average Gundam from Universal Century, Cosmic Era, and Double O. These guys are supposedly only 18 meters tall, while the rest of the Gundams from the other universes are 20 meters tall. So these guys are significantly shorter. They're smaller Gundams. I don't know why they designed it like that, but that's just how they are. Most of the Gundams in the 90s are like 18 meters tall, so they're smaller. Like the Victory, the Crossbones, the X series from Gundam X After War, and the Wing Gundams. So they're just smaller. Anyway, we talk about the instruction in the build video. So if you've been watching the build video, you pretty much seen my unboxing video. So don't need to waste your time on that. We do have the sticker sheet, which I end up using. You do have a lot of leftover stickers, so you have you know, you can do whatever you want with these. So that's pretty good. If you want to give it more details, you could. I also use up some of the dry transfers, not all of them. I just did the ones that were I was told to put on the from the instruction. The rest, I didn't really do much with it. So yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get on to the review. I'm just trying to see if I miss anything. I don't think I miss anything. So there we go. This is how it looks like. According to the instruction, that's how you should assemble it. So there we go. Of course, we get two of these miniaturized figurines of Mr. Firefly, Wu Fei. His Chinese name is Firefly, which is really stupid. He's basically nobody's favorite Gundam character, so screw this guy. Anyway, I really think that guy's an idiot. Yeah, it's probably raised by like farmers from pre-communist China or pre-modernized China or something like that. Anyway, we also got this plug right here that you can plug into the back to fill for this interchangeable part. This thing just holds like the beam javelin, so you can swap that out if you want to. That thing actually holds the beam javelin in place very well. And then we have these interchangeable hands. Let me just demonstrate that real quick and get this beam javelin off. Alright, I already actually got it off. But anyway, when you pull the hand off, this thing tend to like to come off. So they share these hands with the Cosmic Era kits, like the Gundam C kits, and I think some other kits that was designed between 2009 to 2012. They have these. I think Gundam Age also have this design. So basically, these interchangeable fingers, which I think is good. I like these better than the 2.0 Zaku hands because those things are super finicky. So, I mean, it's not the perfect design, but it's better than some of the design, I guess. So, yeah. Definitely better than the crappy ass real gray. Yeah, the real gray stuff are real garbage. The real gray hands, the 1.0 real gray hands, those are just crap. Let's see if I can actually get this thing to work. Why is it so difficult? Ah, there we go. Now we have a fisted hand. Let's go ahead and plug this back in here. Of course, the shield is also removable. So we have this connection piece right there for the connector. And let's get the javelin right here. Like that. So you can hold it in place very well. And if you don't like that, you can just pop this whole thing off and swap it with this piece. The cover. There we go. I think that looks better. Okay, so we talk about the interchangeable hands. We got these two leftover polycaps. And then we got this connector piece for the action base that you can use right here. Just plug that in right there. There we go. So let's get that out of the way. Get the accessories out of the way. The shield looks really nice, but you do have to put on these very complicated drive transfers. Just be very careful with them. You only get one try. If you do manage to screw it up, you can actually buy water slide decals. So you can use water slide decals if you end up screwing these up. So yeah, that's your other option for replacing the drive transfers if you end up screwing up. Okay, next we have the dragon thing right here. The connection by default is actually quite loose. So basically what I did is I put some super glue onto this connector and I let it dry. So now it's a very solid connection. That is not coming off. It's not glue in place. Just let the glue dry so it adds an extra layer of thickness. And once you push it in, this thing is not coming off. Like normally, people would just like tap this thing and then you will fall off. So that's something you can do. And it's completely reversible. You can still, I can still get it off if I want to. I just need to put some work into it to get it off. Alright, so full disclosure, I'm not a fan of Gundam Wing, and I really don't like the character Cheng Wufei. Reason why I got this kit is because I'm actually designing 3D printed armor parts for these Gundam Wing Master Grade inner frames, because they're actually pretty good. So I'm just going to design armor for these. And I chose the Shenlong because it's the one with the less problem. And I think somewhat looks cool. You know, I don't like the other Gundams with their weird gimmicks. I think despite having a stupid dragon for arm or something like that, this guy is still probably the more interesting looking one out of them all. And yes, I am Chinese, and I don't appreciate like all the stupid Chinese stereotype that they incorporate into these, thing. But anyway, we do have a cockpit, opening cockpit here, and you can see the pilot. I don't know if you can see it right now. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting on my camera so you can see the pilot. There we go. There's Wufei, Mr. Five Light in there. Wow, that's a nice feature. Okay, so there we go. Wow. Okay, something I learned from my 6-year-old phone that I didn't know I could do. Okay, so the dragon thing is pretty simple. If you want to undeploy it, you just fold in these, close the mouth like that. And then you push this part in, and then you rotate it like that. There we go. And there we go. Fits on the arm like that. Pretty cool. Of course, if you get two kits, you can have two dragon things. You can have one dragon thing right here, and then you can have another dragon thing. But then you just have to go buy another Shenlong. It's not bad. I mean, this guy is like $35. So if you want to get two and then customize another one, I think that's something you could do. It's not a very expensive master grade. And it's honestly pretty fun to build. I'm actually quite surprised. I was like, dude, why am I even consider building a Wing Gundam kit? But yeah, so far so good. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about, well, let's go ahead and take a look at how it looks like with all the decals on it. It looks pretty nice, actually. Okay, so let's go over the articulation real quick. Obviously, we have a toe hinge right here, which is very nice. That's good. So for flying poses, it looks pretty sexy. Obviously, we have the ball joint here for the feet. Another ball joint here for the lower legs. Double joint the knees, working super good. You can see that. Very, very nice double jointed knee. One gripe I have with the Wing Gundam kits is the lack of hip articulation. It can't hinge up and down like other kits. I think the Double O kits and the Cosmic Era kits has it, the Gundam C kits. So that's a missed opportunity. I mean, they could do that, but I guess they just didn't want to. Each and every one of the skirt parts on this kit is individually articulated, which I like a lot. Again, we have this little notch here for the articulation. Universal joints for the hips, so you can have him do the splits. Although it could be kind of a challenge to get him to do the splits. I don't know why. Kind of, I guess the inner leg armor kind of collide with the hips. So, let's see. I think he could. I think it might just be tight. Okay, it's tight. Okay, speaking about armor parts not coming off, well, I just knocked this whole side skirt off. So let's go ahead and put that back on. You can pivot these out of the way. So he is able to do the roundhouse kick. I mean, he's a martial artist, so I'm thinking his Gundam should be able to pull off some dynamic poses. Unassisted, I hope. You know what he reminds me of? Jet Li's character from one of his like old ancient pre-modern kung fu movies. I don't know which one it is. I don't like watching those, but there we go. Yeah, he can do a kick, roundhouse kick. That is pretty good. All right, so we're done talking about the legs. Waist articulation pretty good. He can actually rotate 360. Ab crunch. Well, really not much of an ab crunch due to the fact that there's a pilot sitting in the chest. So, and then the arm just came off. We do have a swing out butterfly gimmick right here for the shoulder. That's pretty good. Just pretty good, not great. Rotate the arm 360. Obviously, this is a peg. Shield just came off. The shoulder armor is just like that. It's just a hinge that's actually connected to the shoulder, so it's not an independent shoulder armor like some of the more modern master grades. So the arm can go all the way more than perpendicular. That's very nice. Bicep swivel. Right there. Almost pull the entire arm off. So be careful with this connection right there. So rotate that, double joint the elbow, a little bit more than 90 degrees, not perfect. Ball joint for the wrist, that goes into this point. When you pull off, this little cover can come off, but that's pretty common on master grades and even some real grades. So that's something you just have to deal with. You've seen the articulation on the Dragon Fang. The neck is on a ball joint that goes into the chest, so you can do the chicken neck thing and then rotate. The head is on the ball joint, but it collides the armor, the shoulder part collides with the armor on the head piece. So yeah, nice color separation for the head though. That looks pretty. This looks very nice. This Gundam head looks pretty nicely designed. Yeah. Okay, and I think that is pretty much it for the Shenlong Gundam EW version. Would I recommend this kit? Yeah, absolutely. For 35 bucks, yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with this Master Grade. This is a pretty good. I wish we have gotten a high grade version of this kit at some point. Maybe someday. But we don't have a high grade version of this kit. So if you like this version of Shenlong, this is your only option anyway. So I think that is pretty much it for this review. Let me know what you guys think about this kit. If you have it, what do you think? Also, let me know your thoughts on these dry transfers decals. You only get one try, so if you screw up, you're donezo. So there we go. I have to be very careful. They're even more, finicky than water slide decals. At least water slide decals, you have the options of, placing them in different positions before, you set them. So anyway, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Stay tuned for more, or maybe for more Gunpla review if I decided I want to do more. Alright, thanks for watching.